Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crazy Dreamer Network. My name is AJ and let's hop right into today's reading. So today's reading is a pick a card in regards to the messages from your inner goddess, what your inner goddess wants you to know right now, okay? We have 4 piles, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So let's hop straight into the messages. My lovely dreamy dreamers, I love y'all and I will see you in your readings. Bye. Hey, pile number 1s, welcome back to your reading. So let's hop right into your inner goddess messages, what your inner goddess wants you to know. We're using as your pile selection card, the goddess guidance oracle card. So let's hop right in. We have Unog, easy does it. Unog, easy does it. It says, it says, there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So, with the goddess Unog, let's actually delve deeper into this message. I do want to read a little bit from the guidebook, because they have a really good description of this goddess, their origins, and everything else. So let's see. '87. Okay, so with Unog, it says, again, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. It says, message from Unog. Nurturing a cause or relationship is a long-term commitment and one that can't be rushed. This level of devotion comes from a place of deep loving and concern. I care what happens to my planet and to my loved ones so much that I'm willing to stick with them through thick and thin. This isn't always easy, but to me, it's the only way to ensure that matters are resolved and healed. I listen to the passionate stirrings of my heart. I reach out and take action to let my loved ones know that I deeply care about them. I take action to spur on my pet causes. Never mind what other people think. You will benefit by carrying through with your priorities. You'll feel so good about yourself if you make time for the relationships and projects that truly count. In your heart. Do what's important to you. Hold on, wait. Yeah, that truly count in your heart. Do what's important to you and do it with absolute devotion. But remember that there's no competition for your true life's purpose. So there's no need to worry, hurry, or feel that you have to force things to happen. It says various meanings of this card. Don't worry about your purpose or your goals. Make no sudden moves. Slow, steady progress is best right now. Ease into your new life instead of rushing into it. Do your new work as a part-time venture to begin with while slowly exiting your old career. It says about Una. Okay, so that's the goddess's name, Una. The Celtic goddess Una is married to Fionn, the leader of the Irish Tuatha De Danann. Una and her clan were some of the original inhabitants of Ireland. When the Gaels invaded their land, the Tuathas didn't run or fight back. Instead, they transformed themselves into leprechauns. Their indigenous solution allowed them to stay in Ireland in peace. Their ingenious solution allowed them to stay in Ireland in peace. Call upon Una for help with your own transitions and she'll guide you in creative and magical ways. Okay, so pile number 1. What your inner goddess wants you to know is slow and steady wins the race. There's, like this card suggests, there's no need to rush into things. And what I'm getting is like you could be feeling emotionally drained right now, especially with this Ace of Seas, which is the Ace of Cups, with ecstasy in reverse. I feel like you could be feeling emotionally drained. You could be feeling like, you have a finite amount of energy per day, or like where are the hours going, maybe it's hard for you to find the right motivation right now. But I think what Una is trying to suggest is that there are ebbs and flows in our life, right? There are, time where we have a max amount of energy and times where we have less than that energy. The thing is to not be hard on yourself about the lack thereof, but just continue to devote yourself to your practices without, being hard on yourself if you don't do it at the exact time you usually do it or the exact way you usually do something, right? Easy does it, being easy on yourself, because right now you actually might benefit from your own comfort, from your own compassion, okay? So let's hop right into this reading. We have the Death card with Kali. We have the Nine of Fire with integrity. We have the Maiden of Seas, which is the Knight of Cups with passion. We have Mother Mary with sacrifice. We have the Five of Wind with fear. We have ecstatic union, which is a lover, Shakti energy in reverse. We have the Ten of Fire with self-destruction in reverse. We have the Five of Earth with manipulation in reverse. The Ten of Earth with fruition. And then we have card number 8, Sacred Law, which I believe is the Justice card, Crow Woman, okay? So let's hop into the center of your reading with the Maiden of Seas, Passion, and the Five of Earth, Manipulation in reverse. So this is what I'm talking about, pile number 1. Like, just check this out. You see this? You see how similar these people look? One is oozing with devotion, passion for their craft, passion for their life, divine feminine energy. And the other one just feels lifeless, right? Like they're being stringed along. They're going through the motions of life. And it's almost as if someone else is a puppeteer of their life. This is like a complete contrast from this image versus this image and vice versa. So this is what I was saying in relation to you maybe feeling even emotionally depleted here or physically depleted, okay, with the Five of Earth. It's almost like the life has been sucked out of you, but not in, how can I put this? I'm not trying to alarm you. You shouldn't be scared. I just mean like you could just be drained of your energy right now. I don't know if there has been someone or something to cause this drainage. It could be, the natural cycles of femininity. If you do identify as being, a female or having, female processes, your menses, your cycle. Okay, I know TMI sometimes, but this is real stuff. This could be anything. This could be like, maybe the lack of nutrition that you're supplementing in your diet, maybe needing to incorporate more exercise. Maybe if you're in a hot climate right now, just the temperature, you know what I'm saying? This could be the energetic pull of our society and what it's going through. It will apply to each and every one of us differently, right? But you can completely tell the contrast between this person oozing with life, oozing with devotion, oozing with passion versus this person who is lifeless, who feels like they're just being carried along, who maybe is lacking enthusiasm, is lacking the vital energy to get things done and to maintain things being done here. But I feel like you're coming out of that, because with Una wants you to know is that it's okay to take it easy right now, because it's probably just a natural cyclic thing going on right now, as it pertains to your energy. That's why I feel like it's in reverse. It's not, upright. It's not like you're trying to stay in this energy. You're actually coming out of it, pile number 1s, okay? So going back to the beginning of your reading with Kali and death and Shakti, ecstatic union, yeah, it's like something is draining your life force. And I'm not saying this is not, don't get alarmed here. We literally have death, and then we have ecstatic union with Shakti, which is like life force, and it's in reverse. So it's like this can be a huge transition period that you're experiencing right now, okay? There's no need for alarm. There's no cause for alarm. Each and every one of us is going to feel resonance if this resonates, if this message even resonates with you or applies for you. If it doesn't, please don't, don't force it. Just release it. So again, I just feel like there's this huge transition, this huge awakening moment that is being released out of you. And like I was suggesting, there could be this huge transition that's going on in your life. This could be your lifestyle transition. This could just be like maybe even, I know I bring up in this channel a lot, like ascension symptoms. I swear to you, pile number ones, when I was, doing my sobriety and my celibacy journey, and I did it for a whole entire year, every portal, so whether it was 1111 or whatever, 222, whatever portal we had that day, even like certain new moons and full moons, that day I would be drained or depressed. It was something along those lines. I would feel physically, mentally, emotionally drained or depressed. And I did some research, and the research that I found that really resonated with me the most was ascension symptoms, was you're having these energetic upgrades. And it almost seemed to counteract, because it's like the opposite. You think, the opposite that's going on. You're thinking, oh, okay, I'm having an energetic upgrade. I should feel more vitality. I should feel more strength. I should feel more passion. But in reality, maybe it's almost like this cleansing effect, this detox effect that your body's going through to, enhance your experience. Like even as this card with the goddess Una would suggest, into your new life, like, releasing the old toxins out of your body or whatever, body, mind, spirit, to regenerate and bring yourself back to center, right? So with the 9 of fire, integrity, with the 9 of fire, integrity, and the 10 of fire with self-destruction in reverse, you're literally coming out of this. You're not trying to make it any more harder than it has to be. And it's very interesting, pile number one, because we have the serpent's energy here. Even with Shakti energy is that serpent energy too. And then we have the 10 of fire with self-destruction, another serpent energy, right? And then with integrity, you can see it's like they're clearing house to make way for the new energies to commence, right? Even Kali is, the destruction before the resurrection, so to speak, okay? And it's interesting too here, because we do have self-destruction in reverse. You're understanding what's integral to your life right now, and then the things that aren't, you're letting go of, and I think that's really good. That goes to show your level of maturity, your level of growth, and as this 9 of fire would suggest, your level of integrity, okay? With the Mother Mary sacrifice card and the 10 of earth fruition, it's so interesting, pile number ones, because shout out to OC, who recommended a book to me called What Got You Here Won't Get You There. And it's basically for women as well. Like there's 2 books. There's just What Got You Here Won't Get You There, and then What Got You Here Won't Get You There for women. Look it up on your own time. I think, a lot of us would find either book very interesting. Nonetheless, this reminds me of that, right? We have the sacrifice with Mother Mary, and we have the 10 of earth with fruition. There are certain things that maybe we might have to give up, right? And I don't mean anything that we love or we care about, but habits, toxic behaviors, things that no longer serve us. That's kind of like diminishing our returns, right? That's kind of like making us feel as if we're stuck, right? We can't really go forward into the next step. We don't seem to have the solution to do that. And I think those are certain maybe old habits, old frequencies, old ways of doing things, and because we continue to do it because we think, oh well, it's gotten me this far, it's gotten me this far. Like, why would I change now? But I feel like what's happening, pile number ones, and what your inner goddess is trying to tell you, what that inner divine feminine is trying to tell you is, this is happening because it's asking you to release and to clear out, to surrender certain things that just are no longer serving you, so you can get to that manifestation, so you could get to this 10 of Pentacles, this 10 of Earth, this fruition, this abundance, okay? Which you've been asking for from God, Spirit, Source, Energy, the universe, your higher self, okay? Goddess, whatever you relate to or resonate with. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wind with fear, and we have Sacred Law with Crow Woman. This is like just speaking very clearly, pile number ones, that I think what you're about to release, and it's interesting because we only have one air card here, which is the 5 of Wind, which is the 5 of Swords, and it's fear. You're releasing fear. You're gaining clarity. You're reestablishing balance in that objective point of view, right? You're reestablishing objectivity in your life. So whereas you won't closely or heavily identify with one type of emotion over the other, one type of thought frame over the other. God, Spirit, Source, Energy, Goddess, Spirit is giving you this bird's eye view, so you can actually look down on things objectively instead of always subjectively, okay? And you could have better clarity through your situations and move forward in your life and as it pertains to these manifestations with grace and ease, okay? So again, pile number ones, beautiful reading already, because I could see you transcending all of this. And this could be by the next full moon, just because this Maiden of Seas, they're almost looking like a moon goddess, right? Like they're also offering something up to source, to source energy, almost like as a petition, right? As an offering, okay? And you could be offering up old habits or old ways of being that just don't serve you. But there's a lot of offerings here right now at this time that I think you're just releasing, pile number ones. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What messages from pile number one's inner goddess wants to come out right now? What does pile number one's inner goddess want them to know right now? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we have card number 4, discontent and boredom. Yeah, you could find yourself just almost having everything you need, but feeling like that isn't enough, feeling apathetic, really needing to go within and, meditate and contemplate at this time with this card number 4, discontent and boredom, okay? Maybe it's clear that you're lacking a little passion here, or that, you could just be feeling lethargic or apathetic, or just like not seeing what's being offered to you, pile number ones. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What does pile number one's inner goddess want them to know right now? Thank you. So we have card number 12, sacrifice again. We have 2 sacrifice cards, which is the Hangman, or the Hanged One, which does symbolize surrender, okay? Surrendering our power or our need to control, to God, to Spirit, to Source Energy, to your inner goddess, right? We have card number 7, Triumph in reverse, and this is a representative of the Chariot card. So yeah, you could just be feeling a little, I'm even getting like kind of slow pace movement, you know, slow pace movement. Tell us more, Spirit, clear, concise, accurate messages. One more card for our pile number 1s. What does their inner goddess want them to know right now? Okay, so we have card number 2 of movements, choices, and decisions. You could have like a lot on your plate right now, pile number 1s, and this is what's also kind of contributing to this like emotional and energetic drain. But, you know, like I was suggesting earlier, this is also the card that represents the 2 of Pentacles. And I have a feeling like you're about to balance a lot of things out in your lives. You're about to start up with movement again. You're about to regain your strength, regain your vigor, regain your energy, and make the pertinent choices and decisions that you need in order to do that, right? Stabilizing. That's what I'm getting. You're stabilizing yourself. You're restabilizing yourself. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, let me clear this deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 1s. What does their inner goddess want pile number 1s to know right now? Clear, concise, accurate messages from pile number 1's inner goddess. Clear, concise, accurate messages from pile number 1's inner goddess. Okay, these 2 cards came out. We have Thanatos. We have the Vow. Interesting. One more card, Spirit. What does pile number 1's inner goddess want them to know? Okay, let's see. Those ones fell out, so we're going to pull one. Feeling like this one. And we have Father. Interesting. Ooh, we have at the bottom of the deck the Unseen. So with Thanatos, this is almost like the Death card in this the Mythical Goddess Tarot. We have the Vow, and this is like this same bird in the Vow here that's in this Mother Mary depiction here, which is a semblance of hope, right? Prosperity, commitment, okay? And then we have the Father. Very interesting, pile number 1s with the Unseen at the bottom of the deck. And you know what's interesting? Also, you see how there's hands in both of these, right? There's hands in both of these cards. And these hands are clasped, yet these hands are kind of open or not as tightly clasped as those ones. So what I'm getting is just surrender. Let yourself rest, rejuvenate, be in this transformative mode that you're enduring right now, because it's just a transformation. Like I said, ascension symptoms, transformation symptoms, whatever you'd like to call them. It's almost like this dualistic nature of your personality that's happening right now. And with the Father, this could be the integration with that masculine energy coming back to you, with that action-based energy, right? Which represents the masculine action, taking massive action, decisive action, inspired action that is coming back to you right now, right? And with Thanatos is just offering you this time of this regenerative time of death and rebirth, cycles ending, closing out certain chapters and coming into a new life, as this Una goddess card suggested, right? And easing into this new life, okay? The vow here, right? Staying devoted to your craft. as this card suggested as well. Okay. But doing so slowly and surely as to maintain your pace. Okay. And with the unseen, God, spirit, source, energy, your angels, ancestors, and guides, and that inner goddess of yours is keeping a watchful eye out on you. Pile number one is making sure that you're always safe and protected, and being able to rest as needed, so you can go about this transition very swiftly and smoothly. Okay. So let's see. Let's pull some. Let's pull these heal your darn self or heal your damn self cards right now. Okay. Sorry about that noise, y'all. I think someone's moving. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. What does their inner goddess want them to know right now? Clear, concise, accurate messages from pile number one's inner goddess. What does their inner goddess want them to know right now? Clear, concise, accurate messages from pile number one's inner goddess. Manifest it. Look, what got you here won't get you there. You're already, and this is already coming into fruition. This is already manifesting. This is why now maybe is the time to be in your, and even look at the bottom of the deck, get creative, okay? This is the time to be in your feminine energy, in that receptivity energy. Get creative while you're kind of resting it in your downtime. Connect with these really amazing ideas that are being presented to you at this time, because I feel like it is, okay? Tell me more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What does... Okay. So I kind of want to reshuffle these cards. I'll show them to you. But we have go outside. So if you all have been like cooped up in the house, not getting enough vitamin D or sunlight, that might be something important to know. And then we have forgiveness. There could be something that you have to forgive, or someone that you have to forgive in order to like restore your balance inside of you, okay? But let's get two more cards. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What does pile number one's inner goddess want them to know right now, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. Keep going. Keep going. It's actually oxymoronic, but I'm just getting keep going. Gosh, I don't know where I got this from, but someone says it's okay to slow down, but don't stop. And that's what I'm getting. Keep going. And you could do so at a glacial pace, but don't stop. Whatever it is you're doing, do not stop. One more card, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What does pile number one's inner goddess want them to know right now? Inner child. Yeah. I feel like you're going through like a lot of inner child healing or reconciliation with inner child like processes. Okay. We have drama free at the bottom of the deck. This is so cute. Maybe you've been staying out of people's way, okay? Maybe this is something that pertains to like living a drama-free lifestyle, living a more lax and comfortable lifestyle that is peaceful, okay? This could be something about your inner child that seeks peace at all cost, okay? But whatever it is, you're manifesting it. And you're doing it very well, pile number one. So keep up the good work. Let's see. Let's pull some more cards. I do want to pull these. I forgot what this is called, what this deck is called, but we're going to pull some. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What does pile number one's inner goddess want them to know right now? Clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number one's inner goddess. We have Minnetonkan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Oof, yeah, child. Y'all could be light workers and have, you know how like, how can I put that? Okay, so let's say you're the power plant, right? And people derive their energy from you because you house a lot of power, or they see that you house more power than them, right? I think that's what's going on right now. You could be physically drained by mental and emotional energy that people could be projecting onto you, pile number ones. So just safeguard your energy. Take a salt bath, walk, take a long walk, clear your head in the mornings or the nights, maybe sunbathe a little bit, safely. Get some good vitamin D, protect yourself energetically speaking. Maybe carry around a black tourmaline or an obsidian stone to ward off unwanted energy. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number ones. What does their inner goddess want them to know right now? I'm going to pull this one. Look at this. You can't make it up. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. Exactly. Protect your energy at all costs. And you know what's interesting too? I don't know if this is a lunar eclipse that's going on in the background. But yeah, call back your energy for sure. And you're protected. Know that. But continue to have energetic protections around you. Light a candle, clear the energy, light some sage or like a smudging stick, Palo Santo. Okay, we have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. I have a feeling, like a lot of us or a lot of, people watching have been cooped up in the house, and it's time to come outside, rejoin society in some way, shape, or form. The ways I feel the safest to you. Okay, even if that's just getting outside, taking long walks or something like that to clear your head, to clear your space. So when it's time to like do what you need to do, you have that strength, energy, vitality to do it, okay? So I'm going to end your reading, pile number ones, with some angel messages cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What do you want to leave our pile number ones with? Advice, guidance, and wisdom, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number ones. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. So first card coming out, heart song. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. It says, the second card, imagine, clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your soul. Feel it in your heart and so it will come to be. And the last card that flew out was trust. It says, all will work out well. We, your angels, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you'll ever know. Pile number one's amazing reading. You're coming back to life. No worries. Just monitor your energy levels and do whatever it is that you have control over to, make sure that you are at the energetic state that you need to be. Rest. If your body is really communicating to you, rest. Go outside, walk some, get some sunlight, because there's different forms of rest for all of us, right? So with that being said, pile number ones, I love you so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please give this reading a big thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone else who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, my dreamy dreamers, I love you so much, and I'll see you in our next readings. Bye. Hey, pile number twos, welcome back to your reading. So let's hop right into your reading with the messages from your inner goddess, or the message from your inner goddess, okay? So we have Sedna, infinite supply. Oh my goodness, I love this energy. It says you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. That is beautiful. So just looking here at this depiction of this goddess Sedna, it's like rest easy, my child. You know, you might have felt connected to pile number ones, pile number twos. If you didn't, that's okay. But if you did, definitely go check out that reading. But you see how they're resting easy and they're rest assured that all their worries are diminished and all of their quote unquote problems are handled or taken care for because God is your infinite supply, okay? Or whatever you resonate, whatever higher entity, or not even entity, but higher being, higher power that you resonate with, that's your infinite supply. That's what's going to supply and quench all of your wants, needs, and desires. And just even beyond that, your the things that you need on a day-to-day basis, okay? You're supplied for, okay? So give me a second. I want to read a little bit out of this Goddess Guidance deck. I mean, Goddess Guidance Guidebook. That's a tongue twister, y'all. Okay, Sedna. Let's see. And it's so funny because Sedna sounds like sedative kind of to me. It's like, it's almost like just relax, you know, it's very relaxing. But let's see, card number 97. Here we have. Okay, so let's read it. It says, messages from Sedna. It says, this is an abundant universe filled with more than enough for everyone. Yet the energy format of this planet is about polarities. That's so funny. Is about polarities. In this instance, it's about giving and receiving. The key is to balance the two. If you only give, you'll feel drained, resentful, and experience lack. If you only receive, you won't enjoy what you have. Balance comes from fearlessly giving as you're guided, and then receiving with joy and gratitude. It's exactly like breathing. Both the inhale and the exhale are identically important. Practice giving and receiving daily, and you'll never want for anything. It says various meanings of this card. Don't worry about the future. Know that you'll always have enough to eat. Your needs will always be provided for. Spend time at the ocean, swim with dolphins, move to a beach or island community, go swimming, sailing, or surfing. Give time or money to a cause that protects the ocean. It says about Sedna. She's the Inuit, Eskimo, and Alaskan goddess of the sea who provides sustenance for the body and soul. Sedna lost the tips of her fingers in a tragic boating accident, and the digits transformed into whales, seals, and the other sea creatures. As a result, Sedna is intimately connected with the ocean's inhabitants. Call upon her for plentiful supply, especially for your family. Sedna can also help you with any ocean-related ventures, including interacting with whales and dolphins. She's very appreciative of those who give time, money, or efforts to protect the sea and its creatures. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful message here with the goddess Sedna. So pile number 2 is exactly. When it talks about duality or polarities on Earth, I was literally going to mention that with this card here. We have the Child of Wind with consciousness, which is, I believe, the Page of Swords, right? And in this card, you can see the dualities, okay, here being talked about in that card of infinite supply. But I digress. Let's move on with the reading. We have at the bottom of the deck the Seven of Fire, which is the Seven of Wands with courage, okay? So what your inner goddess wants you to know, pile number 1s, is everything's going to be all right as long as you stand for your convictions and you stand for what you practice, what you preach, stand for your conviction, have the courage to continue to pursue what it is that you want and believe in, right? Even stand up for your art, stand up for yourself. And that may mean saying no. Okay, that may mean saying I'm unavailable, I can't do it, you know, maybe next time. However you want to say no, standing up for yourself is sometimes doing the hard things that people might not want to hear in that particular moment. But to me, I believe that humanity, are more forgiving than not. And I believe that people would understand, especially if people place themselves in your shoes, okay? So again, it's interesting too because this Seven of Fire courage depiction reminds me of the Strength card, and we have the Strength card right here. This in this Mythical Goddess Tarot, it's actually card number 11. In certain tarot decks, the Strength card and the Justice card kind of alternate with the numerology. So like, for example, Strength is usually card number 8. You might find Justice being card number 8. Whereas, Justice is usually card number 11. You might find the Strength card being card number 11, okay? So just a heads up here. So we have the White Buffalo Calf Woman with Sacred Fire. We have Seven of Fire, Courage. Exactly. This is like the same thing. And I just wanted to show you all that synchronicity in your reading. But I digress. Let's move forward with listing off of your cards. The cards you have. So we have Crow Woman with Sacred Law in reverse, which is the Justice card, I believe. Yeah. And then we have Athena with the Chariot card. We have Uzmi with the Fool card. We have the Child of Wind with Consciousness. We have Mother Mary with Sacrifice. The Five of Wind with Fear. Five of Fire with Conflict in reverse, 10 of Seas with Purity, the Two of Fire with Centering, and last but not least, we have the White Buffalo Calf Woman with Sacred Fire. So going back to the center of your reading, pile number 2, is it seems you are in a very good place. Like you're feeling this revival. And this is what I was saying. If you felt compelled to pile number 1 or like conflicted about which pile to choose from between pile number 1 and pile number 2, I would definitely recommend going back to pile number 1s after this reading and watching that, because I feel like maybe some of y'all just came from that energy or could relate. But again, you're feeling brand new. You're being revitalized. I feel like you're starting over. You're starting on this whole new journey that's about to make you extremely emotionally enriched, is what I'm getting. So rest easy. It's okay. You're always supplied for. God, Spirit, Source, Energy is your infinite supply. And that inner goddess in you, that divine feminine energy in you wants you to know that. Okay? And never doubt that. Okay, pile number 2s, never doubt that. This whole transition that you've been through, it had to happen. Okay, it had to happen so you could start this feeling state right here. Okay, you're going to somewhere that's brand spanking new, that is going to make you feel purified. It's going to enrich your soul and your spirit in your heart, okay? With this Fool card, it talks about a whole new beginning, right? This goddess Uzumi is wearing this green like ensemble, which represents abundance, prosperity, nature, you know what I mean? And then with the Tennessee's Purity, we have this mermaid who just seems like they're just in their sense of flow. Their heart's open. Their throat chakra's open. They're receptive. They have these portals in their hand where one is spewing out the beauties of the ocean and the starfishes, and everything is just in constant alignment and constant congruency. And this is either you're feeling this right now or you're here. Okay. I think it's also interesting how synchronistic both these energies are, because they kind of seem like the same energy. Look, both of these goddesses' eyes are closed, okay? They're in like this restful position where they know in their hearts that everything is solid and secure and taken care of, okay? I feel like your divine feminine is just telling you to rest, because there's something new budding and it's going to require a lot of centered energy from you, okay? So going back to the beginning of your reading, pile number 2, with the Crow Woman Sacred Law, which is the Libra card. So it's definitely justice in reverse. And the 5 of Wind, fear. I feel like you just, maybe there was, like I was saying, that transition period in you, right? Or that transition energy in you that you had just left from, where maybe there was a lot of fear-based thoughts around the uncertainty, around the unknown, around the unseen. Maybe you're being very subjective and thinking very minusculely about, who you are, or the lack thereof, or just the lack of clarity or balance that you had at a certain point in time. And this could have been in the recent future. With the Chariot card, Athena, and the 5 of Fire with conflict, both in reverse, I felt like maybe you just took a much needed pause, a much needed rest to sort out what was making you feel so inner conflicted, right? Why were you feeling so inner conflicted about what, who, why? You know what I'm saying? Just getting to the root of the cause. And I feel like because you did that, because you took that time, because you listened to source energy, and you just took the time out to rest and to recoup and to regain and regather your senses, your strength. This is why you're in alignment right now. You're being kind of shifted into alignment right now, and you're about to experience a lot of beauty with this alignment. Okay, so with the Child of Wind here, which is the Page of Swords, consciousness, like I was speaking earlier, or as this card was suggesting earlier, about the polarities that Earth brings to us as human vessels on this planet. You're experiencing the integration of that said consciousness, of those polarities, and it's bringing you back into centered, right? It's not just black and white. You're experiencing that gray area to where you can differentiate fact from fiction, right? You can see between the lines, so to speak, okay, through that centering of self. And you've regained your centered, you regain your passion, you course corrected, you regain that course. And look at how how high you're flying, and how fast you're soaring now, back into your state of centeredness. Okay. So with Mother Mary's sacrifice, and with the white buffalo calf woman, sacred fire, being in reverse, again, more offerings here. I feel like you had to offer something up to God, Spirit, Source, Energy in order to receive something, right? And this card, Sedna, this goddess card, talks about the act of giving and receiving. And I feel like maybe you're like, definitely go check out pile number 1, because I feel like these messages are kind of like coming into this reading as well. It was like, now you're ready. You're ready for the passion. You're ready for the intensity that's to come, because maybe you took that much needed rest. You see Mother Mary's, their eyes are closed. And then we have the white buffalo calf woman, their eyes are open. And it's almost like, this looks like a pipe, maybe used by like the indigenous women or the indigenous tribes. But what I'm getting is it's almost like this alchemical process that's happened. Okay, this shift that's happened almost like overnight with this Leo energy here, that strength card, that inner resilience. You're getting back your fire because you know how sacred energy is, Let's pull some more cards. Pile number 2's clear, concise, accurate messages. There's a lot of polarities going on here in this reading anyways, especially with this Chariot card. Tell us more, Spirit. What inner guidance messages does pile number 2's inner goddess want them to know? Inner goddess messages from pile number 2, Spirit. Okay. Here we go. We have card number 5, emotional loss. This is the 5 of Cups. This could be regaining your strength back from, you know, maybe a relationship, a past person that it really took its toll on you, you know? But you're gaining that strength back. We have card number 6, well, harmony. Yeah, you're coming back into harmony with yourself again. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 2s. What does their inner goddess want them to know right now? Clear, concise, accurate messages. What are pile number 2s? What does their inner goddess want them to know right now? Clear. Okay. We have card number 1, prosperity begins. Exactly. I feel like you're reaching that point of reconciliation within the self, pile number 2s, that's leading to these new opportunities. This could be even more than one, because something that you've grown to fruition. This could be your own consciousness that you've grown into fruition. We have card number 4 with authority. Yeah, you're finally taking back control over your life. Okay, we have 4, 5, and 6 as well. This could be someone else's energetic pull on you, because this is like their way of also trying to offer you something, but they're not, I don't know. I say that because we have emotional loss, authority, and harmony. We have 3 masculine energies, and then we have this 1 feminine energy. And it's almost like this masculine energy here is like sad or disappointed, or, you know, feeling like they've lost something. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have victory and success with card number 6. Again, another 6, okay? But like, yeah, you're climbing up that proverbial ladder of where it is that you're trying to go. You're re-intertwining with that harmony and soul in your heart, right? And there's a lot of growth here with this green. There's even green in this almost like a sacred geometrical shape that's kind of like exuding out from their heart space, even orange as well. Let's pull some more cards. Here we go. Let's do the archetype deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. Clear, concise, accurate. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for blessing this deck, for cleansing it as well. Thank you for giving pile number 2s clear, concise, accurate messages from their inner goddess. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for giving pile number 2s clear, concise, accurate messages. Wow, from their inner goddess. We have the river. Okay, let's see. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for giving pile number 2s clear, concise, accurate messages from the inner goddess. We have the box. And then we have the destroyer. Interesting, pile number 2s. These kind of relate. Look at how linear these lines are. And it's almost like fragmented lines in this card. We also have a depiction of a horse here and 2 horses on the chariot card. I feel like this has something to do with the end of a cycle, or the end of maybe a relationship, perhaps, as well. We have the kiss here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I feel like someone's emotions run very deep for you, pile number 2s, or your emotions run very deep for someone else. With this box, maybe you've confined yourself into like this trap or something, this booby trap. It's interesting too, because this card always reminds me of like a pyramid. I'm certain that that's its purpose, right? But then we have this energetic, like almost like this, this laser beam coming from the pyramid, right? So it's like emitting like energy or light that's coming out of the box because it can't be contained. It can't be contained anymore. So maybe this draining of energy, or what had drained your energy in the past, was someone else's emotions for you that ran super deep. Okay. And with the destroyer, I felt like maybe someone felt like something was coming to an end and they were worried about it. So it's almost like they were determined, energetically speaking, to not let that happen. Definitely go check out pile number ones as well. I'm going to read a little bit of the destroyer and the river for you from this archetype guidebook, pile number twos. Let's see. I'll start with the river. 131. Okay. Yeah, like I said. Okay. So it says the river, the stream, the flow, the current. There is a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in physical form. Without asking anything in return, the river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us farther down the stream of transformation than we plan to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before, with a little more lightness, grace, fluidity. Keep in mind, the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential. Nothing to hide, nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. It says, when light, acceptance, grace, reflection, forgiveness, when dark torment of emotions flooding, overwhelmed. It says you can only resist the river for so long. Eventually, it will pull you toward change. So you might as well get in with style and grace. Yeah, that's interesting. It says the river is emotion. When you are in its current, you will know it by the bursting forth of tears, laughter, song, despair. All the emotions flow in its current. And it's interesting because they have the sign of Cancer. And I was thinking the same thing, like this is reminding me of the Cancer. I think I even said that with the horses. But yeah, so let's do the destroyer. So yeah, someone's emotions for you run deep, or your emotions run deep for someone else. You could be very contemplative of these emotions, or be getting like signs and synchronicities of this person's emotions for you. Maybe they're kind of drowning in the depths of these emotions right now, or you are. Okay. I'm curious about what this destroyer is going to say. 107. Okay, I'm sorry. So it says the destroyer. It says the savage, the unexpected, the rejected. The destroyer, the final of the three archetypes in the trio of existence, has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. Culturally, we have an aversion to endings, and we hang on to permanence as a signifier of success. Yet the destroyer pulls the rug out from underneath relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. It's the part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover our true purpose. The destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts, as it knows not much happens in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. In the old myths, this is the moment when heads begin to roll, the ground opens up, and castles crumble. Hold on for the ride. The destroyer has arrived. It says, when light, swift and precise blows that redirect our life, when dark self-destruction, negativity, unwillingness to rebuild. And it says, consider Picasso's statement, every act of creation is first of all an act of destruction. Oh, that's beautiful. It says, in old tales, the destroyer sometimes, did y'all hear that that horn blow too? In old tales, the destroyer sometimes appears as a black dog. Other times it takes the form of gods and goddesses such as Shiva, Kali, and Apophis. Please, please, please go watch pile number 1's pile number 2. This is a continuation of pile number 1's, this pile. But in any case, I feel like you all have left that energy. And with the destroyer, like I said, this could be, just ending the way things were and coming into acceptance of that, right? And finally, once and for all, being rid of certain patterns, okay? This could be patterns in relationships. This could be certain people, places, or things that no longer resonate with you, okay? But what I'm getting, I don't know why I'm getting, this could be maybe saying goodbye to an old friend that left a time ago, and maybe you're just still holding on to those recollection of memories, right? Fear of the unknown, right? Whatever it is, allow it to gently crumble beneath you so you can start again, so you can create something better in its presence, in its place, excuse me. So let's see. Let's pull some more cards. Clear, concise, accurate messages, Spirit. What else does pile number 2's inner goddess want them to know right now? Clear, concise, accurate messages. What else does pile number 2's inner goddess want them to know right now? Clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 2's. What does their inner goddess want them to know right now? We have meditate, okay? That one flew out as well. So yeah, getting centered. And look, we have basically 2 meditative people here. Okay, I feel like meditation brings you a lot of centeredness, brings you a lot of clarity, and alleviates those fears that might creep up on you, okay? It says pay attention. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate message. Pay attention to what's being said, the questions that are being posed, or, just whatever is being sorted out in your consciousness while you're meditating. One more. Okay, good things are coming. Good things are coming. I love that. That's so cute. Okay, so jump for joy. Your consciousness has been trying to tell you this for a while now. There's good things coming in replace of those things that you may have felt lost, that you may have felt like you lost, or that took something from you. That's being brought back to you, pile number 2's, because you stayed the course. You have the infinite supply of God's Spirit, the universe, okay? I feel like once you start enacting more healthy habits or destroying old unhealthy habits, that's when these good things are going to just be ushered into your life, okay? Let's see. Okay, so yeah. Let's pull some more cards. Clear, concise, accurate messages, Spirit. What else does pile number 2's inner goddess want them to know? Clear, concise, accurate messages. What else does pile number 2's inner goddess want them to know? Clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 2's. We have protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Okay. I feel like you're finally, once and for all, cutting someone's energetic tie to your life out from you. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. For pile number 2, boundaries. Oof. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yeah, you're starting to establish better boundaries with yourself. who you say yes to, who you say no to, things of that nature, placing those, I guess, from priorities, right? Placing them on the list or the ranking of priorities just for your own energetic, revival or stability. One more card, Spirit, clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s. Messages from their inner goddess. I feel like a lot of energetic boundaries have been not put up in the past, and that has been a disservice to you. But now you're learning through that, right? That's what that transition is. And you're learning to place more energetic boundaries within you. Okay, we have Priestess. How are you being called how are you being called to step up and lead? Exactly. I have a feeling you have a very rich life to lead, with as it pertains to leading others, leading yourself first off, right? But even helping others when they feel like they need assistance, or encouragement, or just a, pep talk or something like that. And I feel like because you are being called to lead right now, pile number 2s, you are realizing the severity that having a lack of boundaries has been on you in the past, and you're no longer doing that. So your inner goddess wants you to know is to rest in yourself, rest in your being, rest in who you are, so that you too can maintain that energetic balance to complete the things that you need to get done, or to be the person who you've always envisioned yourself to be. Okay. So we're going to end this reading off by pulling some angel messages cards for you. Dreamers. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s. What advice, guidance, wisdom would you like to leave our pile number 2s with, Spirit? Thank you. This one came out. Okay, thanks. So we have destiny. It says your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. Yeah, this is your destiny at stake here. So, it's not the matter of if you want to place these boundaries, is like when you got to get to doing that for your own sanctity, right? Sacred space. It says, we, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter this sacred space of love and healing. I feel like that's what you've been doing. Oh, look at this, love. And it looks like evolve from my end, from the camera's angle, but it says the heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May all you think and feel reflect love's eternal truth. Beautiful. I feel like you're so full of love, especially with this 10 of Cups here, right? You're so full of love. And I think certain people who don't have, I won't even say who don't have the best intentions, but maybe who just don't have the best intentions for themselves, might mistake that, as you being too available, or you being too nice, might mistake that kindness as a weakness. But never change who you are because someone else's incapacity. Never change who you are for someone's lack of capacity, to see your worth or your value. Never do that. If you're a loving, genuine, kind person, which I know most, if not all, people on this channel are, continue to be you, because you will be vindicated. Nothing goes unnoticed to the Most High. So continue to be you and strive to continue to grow and evolve, right, through that love, because that's the only real thing, right? Everything else is a illusion. Okay, we have at the bottom of the deck Archangel Michael. It says the path is now clear. I have removed all obstacles in your way. You can move forward now with ease and confidence. You will achieve what your heart desires. Okay, So beautiful reading for you, pile number 2. I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated with you, please give this reading a big thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anybody else who does benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, my dreamy dreamers, I love you so much, and I'll see you in our next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 3s. Welcome back to your reading. So let's hop straight into your inner goddess message, okay? So we have Artemis, guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. I love this message. I really do. Pile number 3. I feel like your inner goddess wants you to know, along with your angels, ancestors, and guides, God, spirit, source, energy, your higher self wants you to know how protected and guided you are at this time, how you have people in high places and high realms. You have energy in high places and high realms that are looking out for you and looking out for the best interest of you, okay? And protecting you, mind, body, and spirit, okay? So let's go deeper into this message of Artemis from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have Artemis. Sorry, let me hold this better. It says, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Message from Artemis. Like me, you have a sacred mission to spread love and light. Yet this isn't a position that comes from tension or worry. Instead, the gentle caress of a joyful heart and light-hearted laughter set your power into motions. Why would there be any tension in your mind or system unless you believe that you are somehow unsafe? And how could you be unsafe when you've called upon the spiritual warriors to catch over you? Your prayers have activated the flawless protection of heaven. So ease your mind of all cares and concerns and concentrate instead upon your holy mission. It says various meanings of this card. The angels are watching over you and your family. Beautiful. It says your future is safe and secure. All your needs are being met and always will be. The worst is now behind you. So it says about Artemis. The Greek goddess Artemis is the twin sister of Apollo, the sun god. She's a powerful tomboyish goddess who prefers to spend her time in the woods with wild animals. Artemis has carried an bow and arrow ever since they were given to her in childhood, yet she never uses them to hurt anything. Rather, the energy of her bow and arrow is a talisman that helps her focus her thoughts and attentions, and she always reaches the mark of her manifestations. It says Artemis helps us concentrate and focus as well. She offers protection to all who call upon her, particularly women and children. Beautiful energy. Pile number 3s. Again, your inner goddess wants you to know how safe, how loved, how cherished you are in the divine realm, right? It's interesting that she said something about, she never uses, Artemis never uses their bow and arrow to hurt rather than for herself to recenter herself, right? To regain her focus and keep her eye on the prize, so to speak, her eye on that manifestation as it comes to fruition. And as the guardian, it's almost as this card comes out with guardian, what I'm getting, pile number 3s, is that give your cares, worry, and concerns to God, to spirit, to source energy, to your angels, to the most high energy. Because right now I have a feeling you're being called, this has been a reoccurring theme in all the piles, to rest, to stop, to rejuvenate, to really think things through, because your manifestations are already here. Okay, we have Athena with Chariot in reverse in the center of your reading, and the Ace of Earth, which is manifestation, and it literally says verbatim something about manifestation in that goddess message card. Okay, so it's already your manifestations are here for you. There's no need to rush for anything. There's no need to worry. There's no need to exert more than your share of will, right? If it's already here, if it's already been created, if you've already established it, if you've already sent it out to the universe, be in that feminine energy to collect, right? To receive, to get it, okay? Just sit back, relax, and allow the manifestation now to come to you, okay? I know I kind of hopped around, but let's begin your reading. We have the Three of Fire with delight in reverse, and this is the Sun in Aries, okay? So it's very interesting. This is the Three of Wands, technically speaking, in reverse. And I feel like, yeah, the wait is over. You don't have to wait for it. It's here already, pile number threes. Your manifestation is a surefire happening for you, okay? It just is. And I feel like because you are gaining a lot of clarity, I feel like you are having these energetic upgrades right now through your crown chakra, right? That lotus flower, through your third eye, even through what you can see. It's almost like that those your actual physical eyes have been closed and they're emanating this light because your third eye is so activated and you have this fire arousing towards your throat chakra, which means like you're very vocal and expressive of the things that you want or you have been in the past. So they're definitely coming into full steam ahead without you having to do much in the process, but sit back, relax, and collect right now, pile number threes, okay? So let's begin. Let's list off the cards in your reading. We have the Ten of Fire with self-destruction. We have the Five of Fire with conflict, both cards in reverse. We have Athena with the Chariot card in reverse. We have the Crone of Fire, transmutation. We have the Three of Wind, isolation. We have Mother of Wind, creativity. We have the Seven of Fire, courage. We have the Ace of Earth, manifestation. We have the Six of Seas with pleasure. And then we have the Six of Earth with success, okay? So like I suggested earlier in the center of your reading, we already kind of went through it. Like the only job you really have to do is like sit back, relax, and cool, as I would say, or just like sit back, relax, and watch how your manifestations just come to you because you've already done the brunt of the work, pile number three. Now it's just you being better equipped to be in the receiving mode, okay? So yeah, and accepting the opportunities as they come. In the beginning of your reading, when we have the Ten of Fire, self-destruction in reverse, and we have the Mother of Wind with creativity, this is the Mother of Swords, right? So the Mother of Swords, this is the Queen of Swords, right? I'm getting you're cutting off anything that inhibits your creativity. And this could be self-destructive behavior. You have eliminated it or you will be very soon, pile number threes, okay? Anything that's going to inhibit your creativity or stall it out, you're cutting it off. It doesn't matter. With the Five of Fire, conflict, and the Seven of Fire, courage, I just realized how much fire is actually in this reading. Again, with the Five of Fire, conflict, and the Seven of Fire, courage, it's like you're no longer conflicted about the things that hold you back. You're having the courage and the bandwidth to relinquish these dragons, right? These pits, that these things that are putting you in this void of like self-destruction, right? You're calming that lion within you, right? You're calming those lower those lower what is it called? The almost like those lower chakras, that lower energy. It's referred to something, my goodness, but I can't think of it right now. It escaped to me. But you're calming your lower devices, right? You know, maybe the not so savory, shadowy aspects about our personality, you know, that you were maybe conflicted with. And it's interesting because this Five of Fire, conflict, is correlated with Leo, I believe. Yeah. And so is this Seven of Fire, is correlated with Leo. You're taming that wild beast within you once and for all, okay? With the Crone of Fire, transmutation, which is the King of Wands, depicted here again, a lot of Leo energy here. A lot of fire energy and a lot of Leo energy in your spread right now, pile number threes. But again, there's transmutation of this energy. You're transforming, you're transmuting yourself. And I feel like it's a lot of your lower nature. That's what I was trying to say. You're calming your lower nature, which is very interesting. Yeah. So with the Corona fire transmutation, yeah, you have tamed it, or you will be soon taming your lower nature, those maybe desires to not do the most savory things or not live the most savory lifestyle that you know in your heart. I'm not talking about like what's savory for someone else might not be savory for another. And when I'm saying savory, I'm saying like righteous or whatever. It's what's up to you in your heart, right? Because those energies can be different for all of us, or we could give different meanings to those energies as we're individual people. So yeah, but you're finding joy, and look, you're finding joy in that. Look at how both in both depictions their arms are spread wide, they're receiving, they're giving into their receptive mode from God's spirit source energy. Both their arms are spread wide, both their heads are towards the sun, both their eyes are closed, just embodying and just basking in the radiance of the sun and the heat that comes from it, right? Just letting it all go. Okay, finding pleasure in the process, right? With the Six of Cups. And with card number the Three of Wind with isolation and the Six of Earth with success, I have a feeling that you've successfully healed something within you through maybe through transmutation, right? You've successfully healed your heart by maybe even taking a bout of isolation, right? By being to yourself so you can think clearly on how to transmute these energies. And you succeeded within doing so very, very swiftly and very, very organically, pile number threes, okay? With the help of your angels, ancestors, and guides being right by your side, honoring your wishes, making sure you're tended to and taken care of, okay? And not just you, but your family, your friends, your community, the people who you hold nearest and dearest to you. Tell us more, Spirit, clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number threes. What do their inner goddess wants them to know, Spirit? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have card number 19, the light. Yeah, you're reaching for the light. Like, look at how these two depictions of these, you've definitely like become this new person. It's from fire to water, which is interesting as well, but they're reaching for the light. They are. This person has embodied the light. They become it, okay? Forged through the fire. Pile number threes, amazing energy. Okay, with card number 19, light, we have the sun, okay? Beauty is coming into your life, okay? Slowly but surely. Again, she's reaching for the light. This person is reaching for the light. This is you. You have not given up hope, okay? You have the courage to still reach for what you desire. Pile number threes. We have card number 1, triumphant success at the bottom of the deck. You're finally finding that clarity within you, right? We have card number 6, memories of love, in the reverse, but this is like the 6 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Cups here as well. We have card number 5, conflict and defeat. Again, conflict. You're resolving once and for all that inner conflict that you have been feeling. Maybe you've been feeling a little defeatist or something like that, but you're resolving that. Maybe through releasing memories of love from someone who you used to, like that song, someone that I used to know, or someone that you used to be very highly connected to, right? And then we have card number 12, sacrifice. I usually don't read these cards in reverse, but I'm going to take them in reverse today because they're making sense. You're on that other side of what you have been through. This is where all this light is coming from. If you were in the dark, pile number threes, whether in the recent past or you're finding yourself kind of having like a little dark night of the soul type of moment, you're coming out of that a better version of yourself, okay? Sorry, some cards fell. Give me a second. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. What other messages are coming from pile number three's inner goddess? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number threes. What does pile number three's inner goddess want them to know? Okay, let's pull this one. Clear your energy. The energy wasn't smelling right. It was smelling like, poo, poo, poo. I have a feeling you've cleared your energy, or you're clearing it as we speak. And, that's really going to help as you transmute this energy, pile number threes. What else does pile number three's inner goddess want them to know? Ooh. Good things are coming. Look, good things are coming for you, pile number threes. Beautiful. But you already knew that. It's always darkest before the dawn, right? And that dawn, that sun is coming up. And you're going to bask in all that glory, okay? Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. Feeling like this card. Healer. Yeah. Healers need healing too. Okay, and I think that's what this energetic upgrade, this energetic transmutation is about for you, pile number threes, is you all are light workers in its original sense. You all are healers, whether it be energy healers, actual healers, doctors, metaphysicians, lawyers, therapists, writers. Those are all forms of healing yourself and relinquishing that energy outwards to the public to heal or to help try to heal others, right? And sometimes we need healing ourselves, doing things that are cathartic for us, reshifting our energies, reshaping things, how we look at things, maybe putting down what's no longer serving us to supplement or supplementing that with a new habit that's what's going to serve us in the future, okay? And we have at the bottom of the deck focus. You're regaining your focus for life and for your objection, for your mission, pile number three's. Amazing job. You're keeping that eye on the prize, that bow and arrow focus, like Artemis would suggest, towards your manifestations, period. Okay, let's pull some more cards from the archetype deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for providing clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number threes from their inner goddess, their divine feminine. What does their inner goddess, divine feminine, want them to know right now? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number three's inner goddess. I'm feeling like this card. We have the orphan, okay? Again with the serpent. Letting something go. Letting something once cherished go. Or maybe someone feels left out in the cold. This could be you. This could be correlating with this 3 of wind, isolation. 5 of Pentacles energy as well. Let's see. Let's pull some more cards to get a deeper message into the orphan. Tell us more, Spirit. What does pile number three's inner goddess want them to know? I'm feeling compelled to pull this card. The Castle. Ooh, child. Yep. Let's see. Look, this looks like the same freaking flower. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I know it's not. Technically, this looks like a pink rose, and this looks like something. It almost looks like a rose that has been thoroughly blossomed. Something has reached its completion, its totality. Like it can't grow anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go, and you have. Maybe so it could find another home or something like that. One more card, Spirit. What else does pile number 3's inner goddess want us to know? Pull this one. Apocalypse. This is a transition period for sure. And I feel like just everything that's going on in the world, it's allowing us to, as a collective, to embody these portions of our lower self, right? These portions of our shadow self that we don't show anybody. It's being brought out to be confronted right now, okay? We have the forest at the bottom of the deck. You're just now about to come out of the forest, out of that dark, uncertain, quiet, lonely place into this reckoning of the beautiful landscape that you can now see. You know how that saying goes, I can't see the trees through the forest or something like that. You can't see the bigger picture when you're in it. But when you step aside and increase your objectivity or let your objectivity to shine through, then you're able to see everything that's kind of like within your peripheries, if that makes sense. You could see the grander scope of the mission, of the goal, of what you're trying to achieve, not just the narrowness of it from just one perspective, right? So I do want to read a little bit of Apocalypsis. And this is an initiation card from the Architect guidebook. So it says Apocalypsis, removing the veil of deception. Apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two desperate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truth that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is a regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypsis energy is similar to a forest fire. That's so trippy. We just had the forest at the bottom of the deck. A forest fire's devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. Okay, it says, from the nakedness of a truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. It says, when light, the unknown becomes known and guides the way. When dark, nihilism, fatalism, hopelessness. Okay, it says, all kinds of things will be revealed during a time of apocalypsis. From big global lies to little white ones that lace the bedroom sheets. Brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm your every field. It says this card has a strong relationship to Aletheia. If both cards appear in one reading, you've got some real uncovering to do. Take heed. So we don't have Aletheia here, but yeah, the veil has been lifted for some time now. Pile number 3's, okay? And as you could probably notice, look at how this person's eye is beautifully closed, right? They're in their little castle. They have jewels that adorn their eyes for aesthetic purposes, and then you just have this eye that's just wide open. It's gaped. You can't. There is no romantic coverings of the eyes and the illusion and the elusive. Nothing. It's just eyeball. Okay, it's just eyeball. So this is what's going on. It's like you're kind of being shaken out of your little, not fantasy land, but like this castle, this white castle. It's like a tower moment. You know, something that you probably did not want to see for a very long time is being unearthed. And it's probably something that you did not want to let go. And you finally, it no longer can upstand. You know what I'm saying? It no longer can upstand. And it's interesting because I always bring up, it's America's Pluto's return. I know I've said it in a couple of readings, maybe like a few weeks back or like even a couple months back. I'm not really certain how long it's been, but it's America's Pluto's return. And, you know, whether you're watching this in another country or whatever, whether you're watching this in America, you know, there's a lot going on in our society right now. And a lot is being uncovered. A lot is being unearthed. But you know what they say, a country's, what goes on in a country is what is it? Something about the sum of its parts, right? And that's what's going on in America right now. We're experiencing not just an astrological shifting, but a whole restructuring of this empire, right? Of this foundation here as it remains. So, you know, it's just interesting to see how society at large is just a mere figment of what's going on in the individuals that comprise the society's hearts and minds and spirits, right? So yeah, that was kind of deep, but you know, that needed to come out, I guess. All right, so let's pull some more cards. Pile number 3s. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving us clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3s. What other messages does pile number 3's inner goddess want them to know right now, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages. We have soul family. It says, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So whatever that's being unveiled or whatever that's being, you know, kind of awakened in you, you have people in your corner, okay? You have people who want to help you, who want to, you know, assemble as your team to help you construct this grand vision that you see for yourself, okay? And maybe this is what's being unveiled right now, a part of it, right? We have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. It's time to go outside and be outside, because I feel like there's a lot of energetic happenings at play here, and it's just pertinent that we are in nature as much as possible, because that's what's really going to help with our energetic levels at this time, pile number 3's. One more card, Spirit. What does pile number 3's inner goddess want them to know right now, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages. We have Starseed. What lights you up? I'm feeling like you're regaining the ideas, the spark of life that used to really, you just used to embody, and that is going to start becoming more prevalent in your life is what lights you up. You're going to start finding, how can I put this? You're going to start reestablishing, what is lighting you up. Because I have a feeling there might have been a time where you didn't know, where you just wanted to know, like, well, since I'm replacing these habits, what makes me happy now? What do I enjoy doing? What do I like to do? That doesn't have anything to do with the old habits that I just left from, right? We have an inner temple devotion, tune into the portal of your heart, okay? A lot of meditation being called for right now. So let's end your reading, pile number 3's, with these angel messages. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 3's. Last messages, advice, guidance, wisdom for pile number 3, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate advice, guidance, wisdom for our pile number 3's. Thank you. One more card. Thank you. Okay. We have protection again. Okay. Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected, and we have protection. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with invisible wings of light. There's nothing to worry about, pile number 3's. Continue to get on with your mission, okay? You're safe. You're protected. Fear is an illusion the mortal mind, right? And day by day, we're transcending those lower frequencies. It says, Archangel Raphael, feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust. Exactly. You're taken care of. Everything is okay. Not just you, but your family, your community, your friends, your country, your well-being. You're good right now, pile number 3s, okay? And everything will be good. We have love again. The heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May you think and feel, reflect. May all, you think and feel, reflect love's eternal truth. That's a little bit of a tongue twister. But everything is love, if that's what we want it to be, right? It says sacred source at the bottom of the deck. It says, we, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are literally an angel in the making, a being of eternal love and light, forever one with God, Goddess, and all creation. Beautiful reading, pile number 3s. I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated with you, please give this reading a big thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, I love you so much, my dreamy dreamers, and I'll see you in your next readings. Bye. Hey, pile number 4s. Welcome back to your reading. Let's hop directly into messages from your inner goddess. Okay, you do have an extra card that came out, and there was 2 extra cards that came out. I just put one at the bottom of the deck just because to save room. So we do have the Ace of Wind realizations. This was like one of the final cards that came out. And just gonna put it right there for now. I know y'all probably can't see because it's light. Okay, maybe that'll help. So yeah. Okay, so I digress. Let's begin the reading. You know what? I'm just gonna put it right here because we need this light. Okay, so let's begin your reading, pile number 4s. So we have Dana, okay? Or I don't know if it's Dana or Donna with High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching, okay? So your inner goddess wants you to know how wise you are, pile number 4s, okay? How much wisdom you have acquired and how much knowledge you've actually applied to acquire that wisdom and learn from even others' experience, let alone your own, right? They say that true wisdom is applied knowledge, and I feel like you do that on a daily basis, or you try your very best to do that and to live in the integration of what your gut is telling you, what that your inner wisdom is trying to share with you, okay? So I do want to read, I think it's Donna or Dana's High Priestess goddess message for you, okay? So let's see. So we have Donna or Dana, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. It says, message from Dana. Your wisdom extends back into the far reaches of ancient times. You've brought this knowledge forward into your present incarnation to be a way shower so that others may benefit from your experiences. Don't delay in expressing this wisdom. I will assist you in manifesting platforms for your spiritual teaching, whether it's through teaching by example or through writing or speaking. All forms of teaching are equally valuable no matter how many lives you touch. It says various meanings of this card: lead workshops, write books or articles, look for opportunities to teach, be a role model of peace, honor your divinity, know that you are a leader. It says so it's Donna, okay? So it says about Donna. Donna is one of the most ancient of Celtic goddesses, extending to the pre-Gaelic times of Ireland when the Tuatha de Donians, which means the children of Donna, followed her as their creator mother goddess. When the Gaelics invaded Ireland, Tuatha the Daunians transformed themselves into leprechauns as they remain today. Donna, who's also known as Danu or Danu, is extremely powerful and magical. She can help you with manifestation, alchemy, and divine magic. She can also introduce you to the elemental kingdom, especially the leprechauns. And I think leprechauns mean like they're like the gnomes, right? I don't know, maybe not, but that's the first thing that came to my mind is like leprechauns being like gnomes, right? The earthly realm elementals. But yeah, long story short, pile number four is you have arcane knowledge, okay, to assist you on your path. Use it, okay? Use it. It is for your using, it is for your liking, okay? And this goddess energy within you wants you to know how wise you actually are, and you can trust yourself, okay? In as it pertains to the messages that you get on a daily basis, okay? So I digress. Let's move forward into your reading. We have the Ace of Wands as your additional card. Pile number four with realization. I feel like you're finally realizing how wise you truly are and how much wisdom you have behind you that's backing you, okay? That's telling you what to do. That's telling you when to rest. That's telling you to rest when you need to rest. That's telling you to cleanse when you need to cleanse. It's telling you to teach when you need to teach. That's telling you to show up for someone extra hard when you need to, okay? You have that wisdom within you and honor it, okay? You also are getting divine clarity and intuitive hits about what is to come. All right. So truly at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Seas with pleasure. I feel like you're going to be experiencing a lot of pleasure in the near future. You're going to be looking towards the sun. The sun is going to burst out and shine on you, whereas maybe you have felt like you were in the dark, you know, you were in the darkness, maybe experiencing a dark night of the soul or something like that. The sun is out and is coming to shine on you once again. Pile number fours, okay? Like I said in the beginning, y'all also had an additional card. So you had two additional cards to come out with Child of Wind. Consciousness is the Page of Swords, okay? But I feel like your consciousness is being brought back into play here. Your consciousness is being brought back into center. You're feeling more awake, right? You're not falling asleep at the wheel of life anymore. You're feeling awake, revitalized, almost like the innocence of a child. You're feeling very swift and sharp. And I feel like that shadow aspect and the light aspect, the yin and the yang aspects are integrating. So I think I said this in another pile when this came out. You're not just looking at things black or white. You're looking at the gray areas and all the areas in between, right? So I digress. Let's list off your cards. We have card number 4, Power with Lilith, which is the Emperor card, right? We have the Six of Earth with Success. We have Crone of Wind with Visionary, which is the King of Swords. We have Morgan Le Fay with Sorceress in reverse, which is the Magician card. We have the Five of Seas with Cleansing. We have the Ten of Wind with Illusion in reverse. We have the Crone of Fire with Transmutation. We have the Child of Seas with Innocence, Nine of Earth Community, and card number 8, Sacred Law Crow Woman, which is the Justice card, okay? So in the center of your reading with the Crone of Wind Visionary and the Child of Sea Innocence, we have a lot of pages here. So there's new beginnings coming into you by the realm of like your mind, so your thoughts, okay? And your emotions, right? I feel like you're feeling very protected, very coveted right now, okay? In like this incubation period where you're just getting downloads and ideas from God, from source energy while you're feeling protected, okay? You're feeling the innocence of a child. You could be feeling very playful, very, having innovative ideas even with this Crone of Wind card, Visionary, innovative ideas. Almost like, have you ever heard someone say, if the idea doesn't scare you, it's not big enough? Or if your dream doesn't kind of scare you a little bit, it's not big enough. That's what I'm thinking. And that's like the innocence of a child. Like children dream so vastly, so big. They want to be princesses and you know what I'm saying? Like kings and queens and presidents, and they want to really enact change from a very innocent and pure place. And this is where I feel like you're coming from now, pile number fours, and that's through your wisdom. That's through your wisdom of being childlike and asking God, source energy, the Most High, that goddess energy, to supply this childlike remembrance in your soul, so you can shoot for the moon and land among the stars, right? So you could ask for the biggest of the biggest, grandest vision and land somewhere close to it, okay? In the beginning of your reading with Lilith and power and the Ten of Wands illusions being in reverse, I see you regaining your strength, you regaining your power, your sense of dominion over yourself through this muck that has been presented to you through this illusion. You're cutting through the illusion. And it was thoughts, right? It was thoughts that took you there. I see a lot of overthinking with all this wind energy. There was an incessant thinking. It was almost like you were being pummeled with thought forms that just didn't serve you. And by the grace of God, spirit source energy, it didn't form. You know what I'm saying? It was just thoughts that your wisdom allowed to take heed to when they first sprouted up, so you can like set them in their place, right? Because you control yourself. You're not letting anybody, other forces, circumstances, whatever, control you, pile number fours, anymore. Okay, that's being wiped clean. With the Six of Earth and with success and the Crone of Fire transmutation, I have a feeling you've successfully transmuted earthly things, right? We have a pot of gold here. The High Priestess card, Donna, talks about leprechauns. What do leprechauns find at the end of a rainbow? The pot of gold, right? So you have like these angels, ancestors, and guides, these spirit forms showing you the way, the clear way to your success, and that's through forging through the fire. Keep going. You know that Winston Churchill saying, it goes, even when you're going through hell, keep going. This is like that transmutation energy, that crone of fire, okay? Being that phoenix that rises from the ashes and gets what you desire at the end of the day, and not just what you desire for selfish reasons, but for the balancing, the restability of, how allocating those funds or those what you get to where they need to go. It's almost like God's spirit source energy is using you as a vessel for this success to reallocate to the world, okay? Or to your community, something along those lines. With Morgan Le Fay, sorceress, so this is the Magician card in reverse in the Nine of Earth community. I have a feeling maybe like you had to regarner your strength, because I felt like it was the community. It was like, I know this is the Nine of Earth, but I'm reading the Nine of Earth, which is the Nine of Pentacles, which typically stands for like a single person or someone who's doing something very independently, right? But what I'm getting here is that with it saying community, that maybe you felt powerless in regards to maybe the thought forms that were taking place in your community or your surrounding areas or society, right? That's just what I'm getting from this card, right? But now that society is kind of like joining forces, I feel like you are being brought back your natural power, your natural strength, your natural way of thinking. I'm also getting group think for some reason. Like, you know how the Magician card, which is this one, stands for like as above, so below, as within, so without. That's why the Magician typically points towards the ground and then points towards the sky, is like basically your thought becomes things. Your thoughts become things. So, just be very conscientious of what you're thinking. Are you thinking lower vibrational thoughts? Are you thinking high vibrational thoughts? Are you thinking lower nature thoughts? Where is your magic coming from? Because it could be, you know, kind of like that dark, murky magic that we use not for the betterment of others, but for our egos, or we could use the, you know, the other form of magic that comes from the ethers that we use for our yes, our betterment, but for others' betterment also. Mutually beneficial power. That's what I'm getting. And here I feel like you could have been wrapped up into group think for some reason. That's just what I'm getting. So, but that's alleviating. You're stopping that dead in its tracks, right? And you are reintegrating with a group that is better for you, right? You're reintegrating with thoughts or collective thoughts, if you are integrating with collective thoughts at all, that are way better for you. Okay. This just could have been through like watching a stupid YouTube video that you knew you shouldn't have been watching. That was just like a guilty pleasure, like a celebrity spotting or something that just you don't really care about, but maybe you were just going through something else to the point where you just didn't want to even really. It's like you wanted something to wash away something else, you know, anything, you know. It's almost like drinking soda instead of water. So with the 5 of C's, with cleansing in reverse, and sacred law crow woman, which is justice, yeah, I feel like you've been cleansed out. You've been in a purging mode. And I feel like that mode is now ended, and now you're being restored back to your natural equilibrium. Okay. Like I said, you might have found yourself in a little bit of a dark night of the soul, but that's over. Pile number 4s. That's a thing of the past, my dear. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. What else does pile number 4's inner goddess want them to know right now, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages. Please forgive me, my pile number 4's. I guess they're doing some type of like I don't know what's going on outside. I have to continue with this. Please forgive me. I'm going to try to mute that background noise. Messages, Spirit. Messages from pile number 4's inner goddess. Clear, concise, accurate messages from pile number 4's inner goddess. Okay, so we have card number 5 with conflict and defeat. I feel like, yeah, just in the recent past, you were feeling very conflicted, okay? Or like defeated, low energy. You're trying to keep going, keep fighting, keep strategizing, keep pushing forward, right? Tell us more, Spirit. What else does pile number 4's inner goddess want them to know? Clear, concise, accurate messages from pile number 4's inner goddess. Let's see. So we have card number 6, victory and success. Right on the flip side, you're victorious. And this is the same person. I just noticed that. It took you a lot to get here, you know? And that's that dual nature aspect of you, pile number 4. Look, we have 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you're progressing. I love this. Stand your ground. Stand your ground, because you're standing up for what you believe in. You're standing up for the light. You're standing up for your cause. You're standing up for what you know you have the capability to do through your intuition. Your intuition has been telling you have the capacity to do anything you set your mind to, and you're standing in that. You're standing in your truth, pile number 4's. We have at the bottom of the deck 18 with shadow, which is the moon card. You've integrated a lot of your shadowy aspects, and that's proving to be valuable to you right now, okay? Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 4's. What does their inner goddess want them to know? Messages from pile number 4's inner goddess, Spirit. Oh, wow. We have love more, okay? Maybe you're finally opening up your heart, your mind, your soul to loving more, to maybe calling in love right now at this time. Maybe you've healed your inner child too. You're giving your inner child the love that it needs, the nurturement that it needs, pile number Fours, okay, the covetedness, the security, like that security blanket that our inner childs need, that love, that nurturement, that purely taken care of energy. And then we have about that life. Yeah, because you're about that life. You are a person who is integrity based. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. What's at the bottom of the deck? Parental healing. That's interesting. We have inner child with parental healing, and maybe you've done this through cultivating a better relationship with your parents, cultivating a better relationship with your mom, your dad. You know what I'm saying? And your inner goddess wants you to know, it's almost like they want to celebrate you for doing this. Some people will never obtain that in this lifetime. And you're well on your way if you haven't already. Let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 4s. What does pile number 4's inner goddess want them to know? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 4's inner goddess. What does their inner goddess want them to know, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages for pile number 4's inner goddess. We have the cave. Yeah, I feel like you've come out of the cave. You rejoined the world. You're being brought back into the light, okay? If it was, what was once dark, it's now illuminated for you as well. Someone could be following you pretty closely or keeping a watchful eye out on you. This could be an angel, ancestor, or guide. This could be an angel, ancestor, or guide that is a parent, okay, that has ascended. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. What else does our pile number 4's inner goddess want them to know? We have the king. Yeah, this could be like a father figure watching over you. And the kings in tarot signify wisdom, okay? It's like the highest form of wisdom. Think about chess, right? Even the queens are to protect the king because they're like the high, I didn't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is going to apply for every aspect of life, but as it pertains to the tarot and as it pertains to like chess, I know that. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. I feel like someone's trying to communicate to you through hand gestures too. Maybe sign language or like signs. Tell us more, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 4's. And then we have the riddle. Like I said, what did I say? What the heck? That's trippy. That's trippy, pile number 4's. We have the warrior. Yeah, you're a warrior, pile number 4's. You've been through the gamut. Okay, you see that rainbow right here and that rainbow right there? You're about to reach your pot of gold. Keep going. So, and someone's sending you signs, synchronicities. They could be hand gestures. It could be like, I don't know. That's so interesting. Look, like, let me show you closer. Look at all these hand gestures in these cards. Someone's like signing to you or trying to signal to you something. Let's read a little bit of this king energy here. It is so loud. I really hope y'all can't hear this. It is so freaking loud, and these windows are closed. Sorry, give me 1 second. Pile number 4. Okay, that's better. A little better. So, yeah, we have the king. It says the ruler, the commander, the emperor. And we have basically the emperor card here with Lilith in power. It says, if our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the king presides over it all. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strengthen, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. It says the king as the ultimate expression of ego, yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. It says when light, benevolence, divine leader, service, nobility. When dark, oppression, misuse of power, and corruption. It says once the king's relationship to divinity is broken or challenged, he often acts from a place of fear, scrambling to uphold his image and power. It says the king is necessary. He is a bridge between the eternal and the day-to-day. It is also said that it is necessary for the king to die. This is the death of the ego. So yeah, that's so interesting. There's been pile number 4, and I could kind of say this because you guys are the last pile. There's been a reoccurring theme in today's pick a card, whereas a lot of kind of ending cards have been coming up, right? And that's what I'm getting. There's a lot of ego death going on right now, and it's interesting that I was able to articulate that in your pile because I just think it was interesting. It took me 4 piles to really be able to articulate what's actually going on in the readings. So let's pull some more cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 4s. What does their inner goddess want them to know, Spirit? Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 4s. Inner goddess messages for our pile number 4s. Okay, so we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? You might have a gut instinct or intuition. This card gives me this card, the High Priestess card. So I have a feeling, yeah, your intuition has been trying to tell you something for a while now. Pile number 4s, we have leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. Whatever it is that you're trying to do or trying to have come into fruition, it's going to come. Just continue on your path, right? And then we have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Yeah, like I said, there's a spirit guide or something, a descendant, from high above coming in to help shield you, to help make this manifest in your life, to help make your destiny manifest in your life, okay? And it says the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. I feel like you've just now gone through a rite of passage, an energetic upgrade. And look, they're coming out of that cave into that beautiful, utopia. And then we have the cave right here, okay? And I feel like while you were in the cave, you were being protected and watched over as well. Okay? So let's end your reading with some angel messages. Pile number 4s. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise, accurate messages. Messages of wisdom, advice, guidance for our pile number 4s. Thank you. One more card, Spirit. Messages of wisdom, advice for our pile number 4s. One more card. Okay, I'm going to take the one that flipped out. Okay. Beautiful energy at the bottom of the deck. It says positive outcome. The sun is about to burst through the clouds and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. Beautiful energy. We have surrender. It says there is no point in pushing the barrel up such a steep hill. Go back to the start. Surrender your expectations. There is an easier way. When the time is right, a new path will appear. Okay. We have healing angel. It says, at this very moment, you are being bathed in gold, pink, and deep green light. Accept this healing. We, your angels, surround you with wings of love. You are eternally free, eternally fresh, and eternally abundant. And the last card is mindfulness. Love it. It says, be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all that it takes. So think about everyone in your life in a very loving, heartfelt way, pile number fours, because there could be someone suffering in silence and you might not know who it is, but like the saying goes, check on your strong friends, check on your parents, check on your nieces and nephews, those who maybe escape from you from time to time, even if that's just sending them, directed, loving thought like, I love you, blank. You could just say that over and over again in your head, and, maybe it'll, get to them, okay? So with that being said, my pile number fours, I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please give this reading a big thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone else who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, my dreamy dreamers, I love you so much. And until next time, I'll see you next reading. Bye.